Jussie Smollett has been sentenced to 150 days in jail and what is it, 2 years or something to probation for probation. And girl, I have so much to say. I honestly wanted to do a standalone video, but I was like, I don't feel like dealing with the comments on just like a specific video just on this, so I'm gonna do it in a Kangarees video. But y'all gonna get the best of both worlds. Girl, I know that's trash. But yeah, Jussie Smollett was sentenced. They found him guilty of lying about this attack and all this other stuff. And let me just first say this. I don't think that Jussie Smollett should be serving any jail time. I don't believe in that type of punishment for a crime that really didn't affect anybody. No one was hurt, no one was injured, and all the other stuff. I think enough has happened with him. I think enough has happened. I think he's completely blackballed. I think it's, you know, not completely, but I think his chances, like, you know, are slim, but, you know, everybody loves a comeback, so maybe we'll see it. And, you know, Jussie Smollett looks like Jussie Smollett, so it's not going to hurt him. It's because people are still, like, seeing him as innocent just because of desirability. Like, let's be honest. Like this innocent, sweet boy, like, oh my gosh, like people still see him as not, you know, being someone who will like did something that he did. This is like, and I've been up and down, but I think I can just finally like just say this out my mouth, is that I believe 100% that Jussie Smollett lied. There's no doubt in my mind that the man lied. Definitely Chicago Police Department, Chicago police, corrupt system, corrupt institution, all of that. Definitely think they have a vendetta against him now. I am not mad at Jussie Smollett for naming and saying like, hey girl, I just want to let you know if something happens to me, I didn't do it, I am not suicidal, I'm not all of these things. I don't blame him for saying that, because he's going into this place that is ran by the said folks that he was going up against. Like, he was saying the police was out to get him. So it's not uncommon. Just like, girl, it wouldn't be surprising if one of the guard stuff like very much supported the police and like, that's my brother on the line and you lied on them, you wasted the city's money, so now I'm gonna let these folks beat you up and I ain't gonna say nothing. Like he's going into a system that is ran by the very much like the police. Like, I'm not surprised he said that. Like, girl, crazy stuff happens all the time. Somebody might be stupid, and we know the police protect the police. So, like, if something does happen to him, who's gonna investigate this? The police? Like, yeah, so I definitely don't think there's nothing wrong with saying it. Some folks were saying it was giving theatrics, he wants attention. I do think that Jussie Smollett is definitely a narc. I definitely get narc behavior from him. I like the way he talks about himself reminds me of some people that I know are narcissists. Like, I've met some. And I literally didn't say anything. And I remember having a conversation with one of my friends. And I hope she is watching this, girl. I hope she is watching this. But we met somebody that was a narc, and I didn't say anything. I just let them keep on talking. And then she was like, girl, what's going on? Like, this motherfucker just keeps talking about himself. And that's just what they do. Everything turns around to them. So Jussie Smollett, I think he is. I think he lied. And I get folks saying, oh, you know, Chicago Police Department were corrupt and all that other stuff. Jussie Smollett lied on these two black men. So we cannot sit up here and just dismiss that and say, well, like he lied on these two, and he took advantage of these two black men who were living in poverty. Like, I don't think a lot of people are not discussing the fact that he, like, said that these two black men, like, did it. Like, they must have been the ones who did it. I believe that he paid these folks to do this stuff. Like, he paid these folks, he took advantage of them. Like, one, they said they might have done some drugs and some sex and stuff together. I believe that. Like, I'm gonna tell you something. Something about trade, that's where the original term trade came from. The term trade came from masculine or whoever selling themselves, trading their bodies, trading sexual favors for coin. That's where the term comes from. And Jussie Smollett, being a desirable light-skinned man, a celebrity at that time, making money and all that other stuff, how much ever, he was making more than they were. Like, I can see, like, oh girl, I'll do something strange for a change, period. And I can see them not being in the mental, like understanding, like, how like bad that would be if they were to get caught at anything. I feel like they just didn't know about it. Like these two men are saying, like, yeah, we can say, well, it was probably told by Chicago police to say these things, da 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 da. But I believe these men. I believe these men. It's too many connecting dots. There's too many connecting dots, and I understand some folks are definitely, F the police. Definitely get it, girl, right here with you. But that man lied, and I don't think that Jussie Smollett lying is going to make people not believe victims. I don't like that argument. Oh, if people are not going to believe victims, people who were not believing victims are not going to believe them regardless. They're always going to pick apart stuff. They're always going to say, well, this and that. It's just like, girl, like they do that. So they're going to do that anyway. That's just how they are. So I think Jussie Smollett didn't hurt any cause or anything, because ultimately, Jussie Smollett did not create the system of what that stuff happens. Like people do what folks do stuff like that. Racist folks do that. We've seen it. So if anything, Jussie Smollett would even be able to lie and say something like that had this thing not existed from the beginning. Had black folks not be strung up on trees and stuff like that. So I don't like the fact that folks be trying to say this is disrespectful to the people who have experienced this. How is it when these folks still are on the currency that we use? They're still on the statues and stuff. They're still being voted in offices of power. Like, girl, what does that mean? They're still with Supreme Court justices. Like, what do you mean? Like, what? This is disgrace to, like, white folks be more upset about that than we are. Like, girl, our folks was the folks who's getting thrown up on trees. Like, and then y'all be same one who going to y'all child's wedding and a goddamn plantation. I taught you there's nothing. Like, girl, it's clicking, but what? Say it with me, it's clicking down. So yes, I definitely think that Jussie Smollett lied. But I don't like this binary of, oh, if you don't believe Jussie Smollett, then you believe the police. Woo! I wish it was just that easy. But I feel like when you don't have a strong enough argument, that's the best one you got. Where if you don't, then you believe the police. No, girl, I don't believe neither one of them. Neither one of them. Both of them lying. Like, Jussie is a narc and the police department is white supremacist institution. Like, girl, both things can exist. Like, both things can be true. But I'm not gonna sit over here just because. And I like Jussie Smollett. I think he's a cool guy. Definitely had a message, like DM with him several years ago for a tweet that went viral that talked about black men and black men celebrities who are queer, black queer celebrities who have non-black partners. He said, my partner is black, blickety black. But Jussie Smollett apparently is in the psych ward and all the other stuff. And I hope he's safe and stuff. I can just only imagine laying in there 150 days. That's a lot. That's very, very taxing on someone's mental health. So I hope he's gonna be okay. But they're saying hey, girl, he needs to get out. He might catch COVID, all the other stuff. His immune system is compromised, all the other stuff. I'm like, girl, what's going on? It's a lot, child. But tell me what y'all think about it. Moving on to a little bit of sad news. We've lost Traci Braxton from the Braxton. She's been on the Braxton Family Values, other stuff. I have liked Traci for a minute because I think my favorite when she was about to go off on Tamar. And she said, "Don't test me." Don't test me. Like the way she crossed her legs and said, "Don't test me. Don't test me." She was about to chin check Tamar. And I love that for her. But Traci was a realist. Even when the man proposed to her, and she was just very, very sweet person. And I hate this for the Braxtons. I hate this for the family. I have folks who just really enjoy being around her. I was aware of the conversation that I didn't see it, and I didn't see it until I was reading about it. And they said that she stopped posting on social media. She stopped posting stopped taking pictures because people were making comments about her weight loss. She had lost so much weight, and people were saying that she looked sick and all that stuff, and not knowing that she was battling cancer. She did not want it to be known. And it goes back to what I've been saying about commenting on people's weight and how we interact with folks, either celebrities and stuff, when we talk about weight. It's just so interesting because folks try to act like desirability, anti-fatness, and all this other stuff does not affect people, but it does. Traci didn't feel comfortable posting pictures and taking pictures because people kept commenting on her weight and all the other stuff, and I was like, I thought we moved past that. Like, I thought we learned from that from Chadwick Boseman. I know I definitely did, because I thought, you know, when I saw it, I thought he was losing weight for a role or something like 50 Cent had did, or he did his movie or whatever. I can't think of the other actor name who did that for a movie and stuff. But I don't comment on folks' weight. I don't like it at all. And I hate that Traci had to deal with that. I hate that folks commented and made, you know, comments about it. I think that's just really sad and messed up. Because Traci just really never did anything to nobody. Like, I never, like, as far as the Braxtons, I've never seen Traci say anything. If anything, it's been Tamar, but Tamar has definitely cleaned it up over the years. She still got a little, you know, stuff she can work on, but I've never seen anything with Traci. So that's sad. So I don't know. It's just really sad. It was shocking and stuff. I know we be seeing, you know, death, and we just be like, oh my gosh, like, you know, we really can be taken out of here, out of anywhere. Yes, we can. And so often, I know sometimes that I sit down, and I talk about this a couple of times on Patreon, I have these moments where, you know, I just be doing really good, and then I think about the fact that my brother is no longer here. Like, my cousin was here visiting for spring break, and she was here for a week, and I just felt like, wow, like, we had a conversation about my brother. Like, I really loved, like, my brother, as much as we bumped heads and stuff, and much as he got on my nerves, I do miss him calling my phone and, you know, just like harassing me and just like, you gonna pick up, because one thing he would do, he would call me 3 or 4 times, like, you gonna answer the phone. You gonna answer my phone, like, call, like, like, you're gonna answer. I'm just like, Jeremy, I can't. So the fact that I've just wished that I had more time with him and all the other stuff, but, you know, me moving to Atlanta definitely changed a lot of stuff, and I miss him a lot. But yeah, this is a thing like this, when, you know, Mama Braxton had really said, there's a hole in my heart. I definitely relate to that. I've lost 2 people who meant a lot to me. My aunt, who I practically grew up with, who's always been very supportive of me. I lost her in 2010, and losing my brother in 2021, like, it's just, wow, like, girl, like, it's very serious. It's something I think about, and I just miss both of them a lot. So I can only imagine what the Braxton family is going through. But, you know, they were able to be with her in her final moments, and that stuff is sweet and all the other stuff. But you know, seeing Mama Braxton saying that, it was a hole in my heart. Yeah, I don't think that you do recover completely from grief like that. I don't think I will ever, like, be the same. We just learn how to deal with a new version after losing something like that. Like, you know, hey, I've had to adapt, but I'm never the same person how I was prior to losing that person. And I think that can be the same even with, like, mourning friendships and relationships and stuff. Like, definitely different. But I also talked about how it feels to mourn a friendship while the person is still alive. Like, that can be very taxing and emotionally draining and stuff. So yeah, I want people to think about that. Like, especially when we're commenting on people's bodies and their weight and all that other stuff, be mindful of how we treat others and stuff. Cause girl, you just never know what a person is going through. But yes, let's talk about some other things, girl. I'm gonna run down looking at my notes and stuff. I know Kandi has a new show called Kandi The Gang that's coming out. Well, it's already out. It's been 2 episodes and stuff. The ratings are not doing the best. The ratings are lackluster. I think Kandi is producing less than 500,000 viewers per episode. And that's just not good for, like, I think she had 490 for a premiere episode. Just wasn't good. I haven't watched it. But I wonder if there's going to be an episode talking about them failing these scores and stuff, because that's what I want to hear about. Like, I don't want to hear about this made-up manufactured drama of, oh, a gay person relationship. I just want to see, you know, who cooking the food, hiring process, I just don't want that. I want to know like what the food look like, what it's tasting like, how y'all rebounded from failing these, what's the name? How you getting on your employees when they out here, you know, not storing food at the right temperatures? Because they saying, I just got to read an article came out 2 weeks ago that said that Candace restaurants, both of them ain't been able to get like a higher score since one of them failed, since the steak restaurant failed. They ain't been able to get nothing but a C since then. And I'm just like, girl, I'm not eating at no celebrity-owned restaurant just because it's celebrity-owned. Baby, I'm not eating at no black celebrity-owned restaurant just because it's black celebrity-owned. I'm just tired. No, ma'am. If your food's not good, it's not going in my mouth. I'm just not eating it. I'm just not, nope. It's not. And, girl, I don't play about steak and seafood. Like, I like my steak cooked medium rare. And I love my seafood raw. Like, I like my oysters raw and slippery when wet, point blank, period. And I'm not gonna go to a restaurant that's like the staff is out here mishandling food, not storing food at the right temperatures, not washing their hands, very simple stuff. And like, girl, they're supposed to be running a restaurant. So I'm like, girl, is this gonna be in the episodes? Because that's what I wanna see. I don't wanna see John and Billy. I don't wanna see that. I'm gonna watch it probably tonight or tomorrow. I got something to do early in the morning tomorrow, so I'll probably have to see it probably tomorrow night or whatever. But I'm definitely going to talk about it on Patreon because the patrons definitely did ask. It's like, girl, she alright, but you know, watch and tell us what you think. So I'm gonna go ahead and watch the you know, those 2 episodes and see what it is, see what it's giving. Girl, what else is going on? Damn, I forgot to talk about DL Hughley and Kanye West. Girl, they having a little spat. DL Hughley slick been getting Kanye West together, child. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. Like, it's been hilarious. And Kanye is just like Kanye and DL Hughley just getting these jokes in and all that other stuff. And it's hilarious. Like, girl, I don't know how, like, because I think DL Hughley made a comment and Kanye West saw it and posted about it. It was just like, girl, please both of y'all shut up. Let's also talk about Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams, somebody said that she was, you know, the streets are saying that she's working on a podcast deal, multi-million-dollar podcast deal. I don't see it. I don't see it. Don't hear it. I think this is it. I don't know. Y'all keep taking pictures of Wendy Williams. She doing a robot with folks. Like, she sitting with DJ Booth one week. Then she sitting with such and such. I just feel like, girl, if Wendy Williams was in good health, she would post a video. We will see a video. Stop posting these pictures. Stop posting these pictures. I feel like this is PR team trying to make it seem like she's in good health. If she's in good health, just post a video. Like, girl, if she's good, then have her just start talking and do a video and stuff. But like, she's not. And that's okay. Like, let mama rest. Like, let mama rest. Mama needs to rest. That's what she needs at this time. But this podcast deal, I don't believe it. Now, Kevin Hunter, you know, he is suing the Wendy Williams show for wrongful termination. And girl, like, girl. Hunter was one of the reasons behind the Wendy Williams show tremendous success, and everything seemed to go south after he left. Hunter's attorney, Abe George, told Page Six in a statement Wednesday morning. Mr. Hunter was unlawfully terminated solely due to his marital status to Wendy, which is contrary to human rights laws in New York City. Hunter, 49, was fired from his role as executive producer for the Wendy Williams show in April 2019. Just a week after the show, now reclusive talk show host filed for divorce from him after his then girlfriend Sharina Hudson became pregnant. This lawsuit seeks to compensate Mr. Hunter for the sweat equity that he put into the show, and that Debnar Mercury will continue to profit on even in their new reincarnation of the Wendy Williams show. George added, referencing the cancellation of the show and Sherry Shepherd's permanent takeover. Be interested in seeing that, because it sounds like he might have, you know, might have a little case. We'll see. I have to ask I have to see. I'm deleting that. But I think it's a good case. I think it's an interesting case. Moving on, let's talk about something else. Jennifer Hudson getting a talk show. I don't see that. I don't see the Jennifer Hudson a talk show. Yeah! I don't see that. I don't see that. Who else? What else we talking about? Who else? Oh, Nick Cannon talk show getting canceled. Baby, thank God. They said she was lackluster. She was not clicking. Nobody's watching it. Nobody's interested in Nick Cannon like that. It's just like, girl, she's cute on Wild and Out because of all the comedians and stuff. But girl, ain't nobody finna like that talk show was corny. It just was not. The only time I've ever looked at him interested when they said his print was showing. And I don't even like Nick Cannon like that. Nick Cannon would have to wear a ski mask because, like, not saying that he's ugly, but Nick Cannon is just like, he's so corny. That's just seeing his, like, just let's see the body. Let's see the body in the pink. That's all we interested. You know why we here. That's all I'm interested in. What else? Oh, girl, I didn't talk about Candace's mama on that interview, basically saying that Kenya was a was an old brick, like a house, and that Portia was a brick house. Candace's mama needs to be under control. Somebody give this woman a muzzle. Like, the fact that she said that on a radio show, and then Candace don't be thinking it's nothing wrong with, like, nothing like that. Then when somebody say that mama Joyce weird, like, girl, ain't no way in it. Girl, but that's Mama Joyce. We let her get away with murder, period. 6ix9ine, damn real fine. Let me break it to you one more time. 6ix9ine is brokety broke, girl. Like, 6ix9ine told the judge, like, hey, I ain't got it. Sis said he ain't making the money. His accountant trying to figure out some stuff. He ain't got the money. I don't know if y'all heard about this, but 6ix9ine said he ain't making the money. He's lost money due to COVID. He's not out here, like, since he got out of jail, he's fearing for his safety. He just ain't making the money. But I just saw him in a video pulling out in a Lambo. Like, he said he just got enough money to take care of his new kids and his wife or girlfriend or whatever she is this week. Don't really get it. Not really getting that one. If I talked about everything, oh yes, let's talk about Jane Campion. Jane Campion, girl, Jane Campion, this woman got on, oh my gosh, this award speech, I don't even have to explain to y'all what's going on. Y'all have it like, girl, go look it up and come back, because I'm not gonna get it, because I ain't got that much time left. But this woman accepting this award, it said, shout out to Serena, but y'all don't have to worry about, battling the men like I do. But what? And I was reading an article on Vogue. Was that Vogue? That wasn't Vogue. I was reading an article and they were dragging and said, this is definitely white feminism. Like, this is what it's giving. I'm finna tell a joke and talk about, my oppression is different from yours, girl. Girl, what? Have you not have to see what, like, they have dealt with white men on the tennis court and like, how the, like, folks treat, like, talk about how they look and all the other stuff. Like, girl, what? It's a picture every week of somebody saying that Serena be bleaching her skin. Like, what? Like, girl, what are you talking about? Are you okay? Are you okay? But she got up and said that she apologized now. I said, girl, you know what? I said some bad things, girl, and it was in poor taste. Just lack of awareness. Just lack of awareness. Like, say it with me, awareness. Just lack of, just not understanding, like, what is going on. It's just like, no. And you should have saw the look on Serena's face. She was like, this is definitely cringe. I don't know about that. So now, instead of Serena and, talk about the awards and stuff they received for this beautiful movie that I have yet to see, they now have to talk about how they feel about Jane Campion and her comments about that. Like, it's just, girl, white feminism not gonna say nothing but white women. Girl, like, it's just, you don't have to worry about the man like I do. I can't take these folks serious. I just cannot. I can't. I just really can't take these folks serious. Like, oh my God, I'm over here just like, I can't. I just can't. But that's all I wanted to talk about in this Kingeries video. I hope y'all are enjoying y'all Tuesday evening, Wednesday afternoon, or Thursday, whenever y'all watching this. Make sure y'all subscribe to my Patreon to get behind the scenes content and all the other videos that I do that will not be on YouTube because of several reasons. But you can go there and get a cackle and enjoy all of the content over on Patreon. Make sure you sign up today. And until next time, I'll talk y'all later. Bye.